time, and we know you're going to spend a lot of your time this holiday getting your food prepared.
Yes.
There's nobody better than John Florell to tell you how to do it right, because a lot of you will try to grab one of these big old butcher knives or whatever, and you know, which not everybody knows how to use.
Yep.
And even the best chefs, including our chefs right here at HSN, are going to be very hard pressed to do a better job than they do on a mandolin.
That's right.
Most of them use a mandolin when they chop in their restaurants.
Well, I think every professional chef in the world has a mandolin somewhere in their arsenal of tools.
Brilliant idea.
The reason is it saves you so much time, but it's also the uniformity of the food that comes out of it.
Right.
And with the EasyHold mandolin, it speaks for itself. It's got a handle on the end. It's got 2 rubber feet on the bottom, and I want you to notice the shape of those feet. It's designed to fit over any size salad bowl, or you could do it over a 5-gallon bucket if you want to, if you want to make a ton of French fries, or just doing a salad into a bowl, or you can stand it up on your countertop or tabletop. But you'll notice there's 2 knobs, one on either side. These are all you need. Everything is right here, all in one unit. You don't have to look for parts and pieces. Everything is right here. There's 8 different slicing thicknesses. Now I'm going to turn the machine sideways like this so the camera can see this. You can see how all 8 slicing thicknesses, it adjusts to the thickness that you like just by turning the knob on the side. And here's how easy this is to use. You take a potato, a tomato, an onion, whatever you wish. Start at the top of the machine, slide it down to the table. You slide it back up to the top, down to the table. And every time you slide it across that blade, you get a perfect slice. Now, when you get close to your fingers, if you've ever slipped on one of these old 4-sided knuckle busters, okay?
Yeah, they're awful.
These tin can things, right? There's nothing there to protect your fingers. Well, this is where Kitchen Master has really come. Look at this. It's a lemon juicer or a lime or an orange juicer,
right?
But it's also a safety holder. It's got 4 stainless steel prongs that hold on to your food for you. Now you hold the holder, and it feeds the vegetable, fruit, meat, or cheese down through the blade so you don't waste anything. It takes it right down to that very last slice. But I want you to look at these slices, Guy. They're all uniform and even.
Perfect.
So it's not like a knife where you get one thick slice, one thin slice. Every slice is exactly the same. So for pan fries, home fries, raw fries, cottage fries, they'll fry up evenly because they're all sliced evenly. Now, here's probably the hardest thing in the kitchen you'll ever have to slice. You know why? Nobody ever seems to have a knife sharp enough.
Yeah, right.
You ever look like you're playing a sonata on a tomato? You know, sitting there trying one side, then you try the other side, and then stab the thing to get it started.
Yeah.
Watch how simple this is. Just place it in the safety holder and brush it across that razor-sharp German stainless steel blade. It does the work for you. For salads, for sandwiches. Hey, you'll love it for backyard barbecued hamburgers. Now, if you like the slice, but you want it thinner, watch what I'm going to do. I'm just going to turn the knob on the side. Now I'm going to take it up to a thinner slice for things like if you do any canning or freezing. Maybe you like bread and butter pickles or cucumber sliced perfect for cucumber and onion salad. You'll nickel down carrots for canning, sliced beets for pickling. But I mean, there's no way that you could slice that safe, that fast, or that thin with a knife. And they all come out perfect and uniform because of the design of the machine. Now, one thing everybody hates to slice, onions. Why? Because you cry. Right?
Exactly right.
I mean, you ever notice when you're trying to slice onions thin with a knife, you might get a couple slices thin, but then the more you cry, the thicker the slices end up.
I know, the layers start to come on, they start to unfold upon you. Look at that.
Here's an entire onion.
Look at this, before and after. There it is. There's your before,
perfectly,
and there's your after.
For sauteed peppers and onions.
Wow.
Or for steak and onion, for liver and onion, potatoes and onions, for thin sliced onions for heroes and hamburgers.
Onion rings.
You can't beat this machine. Now, for onion rings, use a thicker slice, and you can adjust the machine. But here, I'll tell you what. This is what this machine was originally developed to do over 100 years ago in Germany. Mandolins were originally made as a cabbage board for making sauerkraut. You're gonna love this on taco night with iceberg lettuce. You'll love it for hot slaw, coleslaw, pepper slaw, chow chow. I mean, it comes out of the machine more like shredded wheat than shredded cabbage. Look at that. That'll melt right into your mouth. Now, the difference is, it's such a versatile tool.
And you did that out of a half a cabbage.
Yeah, just a half a head of cabbage.
Wow.
And we're not even done. Because if you like coleslaw, but you don't like it long and stringy like this,
the chopped kind
watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to about a medium slice, and then on this side of the machine, see these blades that pop up? You have large blades, you have small blades, and you have medium-sized blades. Now with this one, instead of shredding your cabbage, now it'll mince your cabbage deli style. For coleslaw, like you get in the restaurants, look at this, perfect, with no lumps, humps, bumps, no chunks. And you know where you're gonna love it, Guy? That, if you use this machine for nothing but doing this one job in the kitchen, just for mincing onions alone, it's worth its weight in gold. Hey, for tuna fish or for chicken salad, homemade meatloaf on taco night, for homemade chili or spaghetti sauce. I mean, there's no way you could do that. And who wants to drag out a heavy food processor just to dice up or mince up some onions like this?
And if you like stir fries and things like that, I got to tell you, this makes life so easy. Or if you like making the big hero sandwiches with the layers of all the fresh veggies, this is the way to do it.
Here's the difference, though. You see, anything that grows in layers will automatically mince. Anything solid won't mince. You get a shoestring or a julienne cut, and all you do is brush it through. Look at that. Make carrot sticks by the mounds or by the pounds.
By the way, if you like to dehydrate things like sweet potatoes and things like that, you can do that as well. Or if you like to bake your French fries, you can do
French
those.
fries?
Wait till you see the French fries you can make.
fries.
Oh,
Look at this. I mean, you can make French fries by the mounds. You can make them by the. You can make enough French fries to feed your whole neighborhood with this machine. I mean, all you do is brush them through.
And these are the kind that you get in the fast food place that you love. You can make them thin or thick or skinny, whatever it is. I love that. And you would never be able to, ever in a million years, be able to do those with a knife. Not like that.
No way.
Never.
Now, how about this? You know, here we are. Thanksgiving's next week. We're going to be making our homemade stuffing. You can do one stalk of celery at a time if you want, okay? But here's a little tip from my kitchen to yours. Take the whole bunch and brush it through. Look at this. You could chop more celery in 10 seconds with this machine than you could chop in 10 minutes with a knife. And instead of dragging out that heavy food processor where the strings get wrapped around the blades, all you do is brush it through. And look at that.
Man.
There's no way you could dice that much celery
soups,
that fast with any other machine.
Chicken soup. I mean, think how you could do your onions, your carrots, and your celery.
Oh, yeah.
And you could do it in a matter of minutes. Hey, John, let me show everybody the colors real quick, if you don't mind. Okay. So John has the red one, which we were showing you. And remember that when you order one of these, everyone comes with the little holder. This is also a citrus juicer, so you can use it to juice your oranges, lemons, and limes. But then on the other side, those are the little pins John was talking about. When you recess this and it goes back, there are pins inside here that latch onto the food. And as you're pushing down, as your vegetables get smaller, it pushes them down, so you don't have to use your fingers to do that. So it comes in red, it comes in this bright green, it comes in blue, comes in orange, and it comes in purple. And of course, it comes in black as well. Doesn't matter what color you use. All I know is that you're going to be chopping like a pro.
Oh, yeah.
And if you
I mean, at this holiday price,
and John,
what is it, $3 a finger?
Exactly. It's
$29.95. Nails and knuckles on these things,
and it's free shipping and handling, which we don't get to do with this product very often. You see all the 5-star reviews on hsn.com. But listen, I grew up in the restaurant business. I worked in the restaurant business about 18 years, and one of the biggest jobs, the hardest jobs, is prep.
Yes.
We had guys that would work in one section of the restaurant. All they would do is chop vegetables. That's all they did for 3 hours in the morning.
This is like having your own little sous chef right in the kitchen with you. And it fits right in your knife drawer. This is all the room it takes up in your kitchen drawer. Keep it in your knife drawer. That way when you see it every day, you'll use it every day. Here, I want you to see this too, because here's the versatility, all right? I just showed you the chopped celery, a minced celery like this. I showed you more of a chopped or a diced celery for soup, stews, or for stuffing. But watch this. For a thicker, chunkier chop, put the large teeth up and then brush it through. But the difference too, if you want to slice celery, take all the teeth, go all the way down, and now you can slice your celery for soups or stews, okay? If that's what your recipe calls for.
All the celery
if you want to use this on an angle, watch this. You can do stir-fry cuts. Do this with bok choy and celery. Now you get that stir-fry slice, okay? And watch this. If you pop the teeth up now, instead of giving you the stir-fry, like a slice, now you're making celery spears for your stir-fry.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, there's 26 different ways just to cut celery with this machine.
And look at how much we've done. And I will tell you that this kind of, what we've just done here is probably 2 guys, 30 minutes to prep in a prep kitchen. That's how long it takes if they're using a traditional knife.
French fries by the mounds.
They really, honestly, in a professional kitchen, this is what they use. They know. I mean, time is money.
That's why every professional chef out there has a mandolin in their arsenal of tools somewhere. Make apple sticks like this. If you you want matchstick apples instead of those bigger pieces, just pop up the smaller blades.
You need a bigger
and
counter,
watch
John.
the difference. Watch
You're
the
building
difference
a mountain.
here. I know. I feel like that. You know the Swedish Chef on the Muppets.
Yes.
Throwing food everywhere. Look at this.
Wow.
Matchstick apples, perfect for a fruit salad.
Yeah.
Now the difference too. I mean, if you want to do things for stir fries, you can do your zucchini with the machine. If you like them julienne like that, run them through lengthwise. You get those longer sticks.
Or raw. They're so good like that when you have a little skin on the end. You know?
Or
They're
if
so
you want to
nice.
do a thin slice for fried zucchini, all you do is brush it through. Every slice comes out perfect and uniform. They're all the same thickness. Now, when you get close to your fingers, you have that safety holder so you can't cut yourself with the machine.
And you put it on a little bit of an angle.
Yep, and that way I can keep that angle going there and take it right down to the stem if I want. And look, with no waste, no fingers. I mean, like I said, are your fingers worth $3 a piece?
Yeah, exactly.
It's worth it for the safety holder alone, just because it protects your fingers.
All right, guys, again, it's available in purple, orange, blue, green, black, and red. Everybody who orders one will get one of these little citrus juicers, and I don't know if you can see it right here, but you can actually, I love this little thing. This is great. Little citrus juicer for one. So that's on the reverse side of that handy holder, and all you do is just turn down, and you can see how great that works. So there's a citrus juicer that comes along with it. 4,500 already gone if you want to get it. And I tell you, John, you probably got about 12 pounds of produce that you just did. And this is one guy.
I know.
So you understand why restaurants do this, because they can't afford to have a guy working all day on prep.
That's so
They got to
true.
get it done in the couple hours in the morning. So, you know, even bar backs and things like that are doing fruit for bar service. People that do catering, buffets, this is the kind of product they use because they can't afford to spend hours doing that. Not only that, it's the most mundane, awful job anyway to do food prep. And it's a little bit dangerous with the knife, as you see with John. As long as he uses that little thing.
That's right. You don't have to worry about it.
Everybody do it. You're also showing a great thing there in that, you know, citrus is hard to slice. It's got a rough skin on the outside, so it's usually a little bit harder to do with most of these slicers. Look at, do you see how hard it was for him to try to get the top of that thing off with it?
Here's the problem with the knife. After you cut through your food, what does the knife hit?
Smacks
your
against the cutting
countertop
board,
or a cutting board or a plate or a dish. That's why your knives go dull. One of the biggest questions I get about a mandolin is how long does the blade stay sharp? Well, remember, all that blade is ever touching are vegetables, fruit, meat, and cheese, so they never hit countertops or cutting boards like a knife, so they stay razor sharp. And I mean razor sharp enough to slice, look at this, paper thin bell peppers for salads or for stir fry. Guy, there's no way you can do that with a knife. I mean, look at that.
What you did here.
Perfect.
Look at it. That is really awesome.
And of course,
yeah. You know what I like too? You're not damaging any of the produce too. You're not, you know, squashing it, because you know that's when it releases more liquid and it kind of wilts on you really quickly.
Now I got to tell you,
when you cut through it quick, it stays crisp.
It's crisp and delicious, and it tastes better for some reason. When food is appealing to the eyesight, it's also appealing to the appetite. And when they're sliced uniform and even, they fry up, they cook up, they bake up uniform and even. Now here's something that I went to the Iowa State Fair one year. I was walking around the fair. I saw this place. They had a corn stripper that they were selling for like $50. And all it did was take corn off the cob. Well, watch this, because here's a machine that we slice thick and thin. We chop, mince, julienne, make French fries, coleslaw. And look, it'll even take corn off the cob 4 or 5 rows at a time. I put this on the thickest slice. I'm brushing it through along the side of the machine. And look at this. For fresh sweet corn, whether it's for creaming or steaming, for boiled or buttered corn, for relishes, for chowders. You get full kernels of corn.
Yeah, that's nice.
You don't get any cob. And then if there's anything left on the cob, there's a ridge on either side of the machine you can milk your cob for your cream style corn.
Gotta do that.
For
That's
your
the
relishes,
key, right?
your
That's where all the sweetness is.
Yeah, for corn relish, for succotash, for soups and stews. That way you don't waste anything.
Throw that in the mulch pile.
How many people still use a knife to take corn off the cob for their kids with their braces?
All right, we got 4,700 already got, everybody. And Kyle just put a couple minutes on the clock, so we're down to about 90 seconds. You can see how fast people are buying this. You know, I think especially this time of year, John, too, when people really are spending a lot of time in the kitchen, and, you know, especially if you're sharing a kitchen over holiday and you got a bunch of people cooking, you don't want to have one person sitting there chopping vegetables all day. You want to get them in and out of there quickly. This is the way to, and as we said, not Wolfgang, not Ming, not Curtis, none of these guys can do with a knife what you can do with that. They know that.
Oh, absolutely.
They know that.
Well, that's why they have these. I mean,
exactly.
every professional chef has a mandolin somewhere, and the reason is it saves you so much time, but it also gives you those perfect uniform slices. Hey, if you're into baking, if you're into dehydrating, perfect apple chips, uniform and paper thin. Hey, how about, you know, my grandmother was pickling all the time.
Look at this. Frisbee.
You can make cucumber icicles. You can do cucumber chips. You can make bread and butter pickles. I mean, I'm standing here again. You can do this over a bowl.
Look at that. What?
I mean,
it's like a slot machine.
Hey,
look, paying off in cucumbers.
You can look at. Hey, kids, they stick great to the fridge.
Dang poker chips, man. Look at, you know, it really is. And look at how it goes back together.
How about potato chips? Instead of buying potato chips in the cellophane bag, make them fresh. Put these on a cookie sheet in the oven. Sprinkle some Parmesan cheese or barbecue salt over the top. This machine does way more work than those expensive electric machines. And look at this. It fits right in your knife drawer.
I love that.
Everything is all in one.
Hey, you know what? And I never need sharpening. You just good to go. John, great job as always.
Pleasure.
Sorry I winged those apples over there, but you know, John's got some. Trust me, there's a few crumbs back here as well. Hey, if you want to get it for $9.95, get yourself a brand new HSN credit card, and we'll take $20 off your very first purchase. That means you're getting it like almost for free. And what's better than free? Nothing's better than free. It's only $9 to get it. You're gonna love it. And you can use this $20 towards anything you want, even what's coming up next, which I'm very excited about because I know all of you out there. Oh, by the way, free shipping and FlexPay on everything. So what does that mean? It means free shipping and FlexPay on everything. It's exactly what it means, exactly what it says. And we love that because that saves us money, money, money. All right, so talking about cooking. I know every one of you out there